Today I'm going to be discussing 4 San Diego Padres that could be possibly making a return to Petco Park in a second stint with the San Diego Padres. How's it going, everyone? My name is Friar. Welcome back to another video where today I'm going to be discussing 4 players that may be making a return to San Diego and to Petco Park for a second stint. Now, these are 4 players that necessarily could find their way here. There's a lot of different paths. I think Preller likes to hold on to players that he was interested in, liked in the past. And I think there's a good opportunity to fit the mold of what the Padres currently need. So let's go and hop right into it. So starting the list off strong, we're going to go ahead and start with Hunter Renfroe. Hunter Renfroe hit 29 home runs. He hit about 254 this year and played elite defense. Yes, we don't have a lot of room in our outfield. And yes, there's a good chance where he could even play first base because since he left San Diego, he has played first base. Now, why do I personally want Hunter Renfroe? Well, he hits for pop, and that's something the Padres need. We need someone towards the middle back of the lineup that's going to hit 30 home runs. We don't have that currently on our team. Tatis will obviously help out with that. A full season of Soto will too. But if you're asking me who would I throw in that's a possible re-emerging player at Petco, I'm gonna have to go with Hunter Renfroe. I think he's a great option. The guy hits for pop. He's been through some of the bright moments since he's left. He's been to a World Series. He's played in the postseason. He has a little bit of experience under his belt. He's coming off of a career year. Now, how is he going to come here if he's still arbitration eligible? Well, at the time I'm recording this, non-tendering has not been finished. And at this moment, there's discussion that they're either going to trade Hunter Renfroe or non-tender him. Now, I have a belief that he also may not come. From what I've heard, Hunter Renfroe was not really liked by AJ Preller. So chances are, if he's not liked, there's a very few chance that he's going to get a second stint in San Diego. Now, hopping into the second player on this list, I'm going to go with Manuel Margot. He has been just more polished off from where he was as a San Diego Padre, and he's another guy that's been discussed about getting traded. He's a guy that fits the Rays mold of how they grow their talent. He's someone where they're willing to probably trade Trent Grisham for him, and he has control till 2026, and he's just been more polished off from where he was in San Diego. He's a singles, doubles hitter, a guy that can hit the top of the lineup for speed and play great defense. I've always been a huge Manny Margot fan, and I think I would just love to see him come back to San Diego. Now for the third person on this list, that's going to be Eric Lauer. Once again, the Brewers are trying to cut payroll, and if the Brewers can do that and give some of their younger players a chance, that's what they're going to do. This is probably the most unlikely of the 3 that I've currently mentioned. Eric Lauer, the guy cannot pitch out his life to save cores, as we very well know. He's, once again, just more polished off from where he was when he was in San Diego. But he is a Dodger killer, so that's a good thing to put into the rotation. And I think with a 4th or 5th spot currently open at this moment, he's a great option. Now, the last person on this list, and definitely the most interesting to a lot of people, is going to be Anthony Rizzo. If you didn't know, yes, Anthony Rizzo did play for the Padres at a point. It's very shocking to a lot of people. A lot of people don't understand that. Yes, he did play for the Padres for a bit. And the thing with Anthony Rizzo is he got extended a qualifying offer, and he's going to be over a certain threshold. So why does this matter to the Padres? Well, first of all, you're going to spend $20 million to sign him. Second of all, you're going to lose your 2nd and 5th round pick. And third of all, you're also going to go over the luxury tax, which at this very moment is going to make you lose money that you can use to sign Ethan Salas. If you don't know who Ethan Salas is, this guy is Preller's grand jewel of a prospect. He's an international prospect. Preller made this guy move to become an international prospect. He moved from America, from Florida, down to Venezuela to be an international prospect. This is someone that Preller sees as the future. He thinks that Ethan Salas is the next Yadi Molina, in his own words. Now, just ignoring that, talking about Rizzo himself, Rizzo, you know what you're getting with the guy. The guy has pop. He's an above-average fielder. He's a great baseball player. But, spending $20 million, doing everything it takes, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot to get a deal done to get him. And I'm not completely against it. I definitely would like to see Rizzo come to the Padres. And I think he's probably one of the least likely at this point out of any free agent option. And I mean, this is a guy that's been heavily discussed. I think we're better off signing Hunter Renfroe and putting him at first base so we don't have to necessarily deal with that. Or re-signing Josh Bell is also a possible opportunity too. That's just what I see in my mind. Before I end this video, I want to throw 2 names that I fully expect to re-sign with San Diego this offseason. And those 2 players are going to be Nick Martinez and Brandon Drury. I don't see them leaving personally. I think Nick Martinez is gonna get 3 years, $30 million. At the time of recording this, he hasn't opted in or out, but I think he's gonna get a 3 years, $30 million extension. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. We know what we're getting with Nick Martinez. I think he's going to start in the rotation, and depending on how the year goes, he may fly back into the bullpen, similar to this year. That's just what I'm expecting, in my opinion. Now, for Brandon Drury, I think Brandon Drury is going to get 2 years, $17 million. And I think there's a great chance he's going to end up back here in San Diego. It's going to be a bidding war with other teams. A lot of other teams are very interested in Brandon Drury, and we already know what Brandon Drury can bring to the table. He's a utility player that can play everywhere and someone that will definitely help out this ball club. Now, if you have anyone else that you guys are interested in, please comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.